Hey, what's up everyone? KobanMani456 here today, presenting to all a new playthrough for the channel, as we are going to be playing a fan game, and that is Sonic Before the Sequel. So I want to give a big thanks to Lakefeperd and his team, and also to Falk for making one of the most godlike soundtracks ever in all of gaming, as honestly, that's pretty much the reason why I'm playing this game right now, because of the soundtrack. Like, I've never actually done a playthrough of this game on my channel. I always did showcase videos through Fan Game Fridays and all that stuff, but never was really inclined to do a playthrough on it, even though, you know, I've heard good things about this and after the sequel. But recently, I've been so addicted to the soundtrack of this game. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be in the shower, I could be in the gym, I could be, you know, driving or on a date. I am listening to this soundtrack non-stop, and I cannot get enough. And it bothers me that I was so addicted to the music for a game that I had never actually done a full playthrough on or shared my experience with you all. So I just finished recording a full playthrough of this game, 4 hours long, but what ended up happening was I lost all the footage because OBS decided to corrupt on me. So I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely frustrated. In fact, I was actually about to record a video and just be like, you know what, I am just done with playthroughs, you know. So many things have been kind of stressing me out recently. I've been very, very demotivated, I'm not gonna lie, to where I was actually about to say that, but then I was like, you know what, let me just take a break for like an hour, see how I feel, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm recording this. So if y'all are happy to see a playthrough that almost didn't happen, in fact, no playthroughs probably for quite a while, you know, show your support down below. I could really use as much motivation and positivity as possible in the comments and like section, so smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and yeah, let me know in the comments below for question of the day. What are your thoughts on Sonic Before the Sequel if you have played this? If this is your first time watching this, let me know if you're interested from this playthrough, and what your favorite fan game is of all time for the Sonic series. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into this right now. I'm actually, even though I'm very, very heartbroken that I could not show you all my first time playthrough of this game, because that playthrough was so amazing. Like, the commentary was so on point, it was just so perfect, like, I can't replicate it, and it really, really bothers me, but I'm still excited to be playing this right now because this game is fantastic, man, and it does not bother me that I have to play it all over again. As here we are, going to Hilltop Heights Act 1. So as y'all can see here, this is heavily inspired off Sky Sanctuary Zone from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but instead of the yellow hue that was intended to be white, we now have a blue environment around here. But it's kind of funny that we're playing a Sonic 3 and Knuckles stage because this is Sonic Before the Sequel, the events that happen in between Sonic 1 and 2, hence the name. But we're playing a Sonic 3 and Knuckles inspired stage. But anyway, listen to this music.
Right now it's time to lose control.
Dude, this soundtrack is godlike, and this is probably going to be one of my more interesting yet bizarre playthroughs because there are going to be several moments where we pay our respects to how amazing this soundtrack is, because this is currently right now my favorite gaming soundtrack of all time. And, you know, I'm not saying this out of disrespect to fan games or, you know, creators of fan games, but it's kind of crazy because this is a fan game, and something about this is just so well done. Everything about it, the graphics, the level design, the presentation, the music, the references, everything about it is just on another level that in some ways actually surpasses official games that are made, and it feels like an official game just by how high quality it is, and that's one reason why I am doing this game on my channel. And this was before I actually even played the game. Like, I loved this game just because of the soundtrack. That's how much I admire Falk's work. And the best thing about it is that Falk is actually kind of moving up in the world. You know, he's now actually working on the Freedom Planet 2 soundtrack. So I don't know if you all have heard about Freedom Planet, but Freedom Planet is a game that was intended to be a fan game for the Sonic series, but then was kind of changed into its own original work. that, you know, now is an official game, and now they're making a sequel, and Falk is now making the soundtrack for that. So really, really happy for him about that. And would love to meet the guy someday and just give him a hug for how amazing this music is in this game. So, yeah. Anyway, as y'all can see here, this game has, you know, typical Sonic gameplay. You know, we got the spin dash and all that stuff. We also have the super peel out, which is pretty awesome. Very nice addition indeed. But it kind of makes sense because, yeah, you know, this is in between Sonic 1 and 2. And one thing about, I don't know if y'all kind of noticed this, but Sonic CD, I believe, was in development before Sonic 2 was, which is why the spin dash wasn't as good in Sonic CD as it was in Sonic 2. And also it was running on the like Genesis sprites and all that stuff, like Sonic's character model and that. But, you know, it was just on a CD format, so they could definitely do a lot more with the level design. So yeah, this game definitely feels like mixture of like Sonic CD with some of the presentation and the level design around here and just how big and how vast the environments are, but then at the same time feels like the other classic Sonic games as well. And man, God, I cannot stress enough how much I love this game. And in fact, multiple times, like I said in this playthrough, I'm probably going to be gushing about the soundtrack, so you know, if you have a problem with that, well, that's not my problem. But alright, yo, yes. Wait, what the heck? Oh, that was an Eggman box. Freaking douchebag. Freaking Lard McBucket Legman. But anyway, alright. Oh, okay, there we go. That's it for that stage. So, yeah. Hilltop Heights, pretty fantastic first stage to start off on. You know, definitely gives us all the you know, loops and momentum-based gameplay that we know and love in the Sonic games, especially the classic ones. And, you know, I just feel like it's a really good introduction stage. Another thing that, I'm going to talk about this with the soundtrack. The soundtrack has kind of helped me, in a way, appreciate other gaming music even more, because you can just listen to it, and in a way, I kind of can vision like what is actually going on in the stage. Like I would listen to the music before I actually played this game, and I was like almost picturing in my head what exactly was going on in you know, the game. And while some of them were actually wrong, some of my you know, interpretations of what the game was all about, some were actually pretty right, pretty spot on. So yeah, I know I probably sound like I'm on the dankest of Kush right now, and low-key, maybe I am. I'm just joking, but yeah, I don't know. This game, it just... There's always just one game that can come out, and it helps you appreciate something that you never really appreciated as much in the game. Like, some people, maybe a story. Like, you know, some people may have played, like, Uncharted 4 or something like that, and they're like, wow, you know, I can just appreciate this feature about a game, or that feature. This game helps me appreciate gaming music even more. But anyway, now we're going to go on to the special stage of Hilltop Heights. Now, there aren't any special stages where you collect Chaos Emeralds in this game. The game pretty much just gives them to you automatically at the end once you finish it. So, yeah, basically the way this game plays, we're going to be alternating between Sonic and Tails. So, it's very story-driven because it is, you know, talking about the events before Sonic 1 and 2, and, or before Sonic 2, after Sonic 1, and it's really well done. You know, it's in-depth, but it's not, like, too in-depth. It's kind of like the depth is kind of similar to how Sonic 3 and Knuckles was, you know, to where it could actually convey a story pretty well without any dialogue or anything like that. It just kind of showed like different scenes and whatnot, and you got the gist of what was going on. You could figure it out. Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles had that like hypersonic prophecy and all that stuff, which was really, really cool, especially to people who kind of noticed those little Easter eggs and, you know, appreciated that. So, yeah, this game kind of does that as well, which is something that I definitely appreciate. And what I love... Oh, cutscene. That's actually what I was about to say. Oh my god! Freaking Eggman is now manufacturing John Deere! Look at this! Alright, so I'm gonna actually be quiet so you all can listen to the soundtrack here. Does that not sound amazing or what? Oh my god. It's such a beautiful first boss theme. And I hate that I'm good at this boss fight because you all don't get to hear this any longer. Like, I wish I actually sucked even more on that boss fight so that you all could hear this music, because I know you can actually download the soundtrack for this game. Oh, cutscene time. Ooh, that Sonic OVA music. Yo, I could twerk to this right now. Oh.